a founder for the group Latinas For Trump, is shocked, I tell you, that she got what she voted for. Mm. In the wake of Donald Trump's immigration enforcement actions in California, which are likely illegal, Florida State Senator Ileana Garcia, who had co-founded the group Latinas For Trump, she said that his actions were, quote, unacceptable and inhumane. Whoa. In a tweet on June 7th, she said this, quote, I understand the importance of deporting criminal aliens, but what we are witnessing are arbitrary measures to hunt down people who are complying with their immigration hearings. In many cases, with credible fear of persecution claims, all driven by a Miller-like desire to satisfy a self-fabricated deportation goal. This undermines the sense of fairness and justice that the American people value. Now, she is actually correct about that, so fair. And look, people are generally fine with deporting people who are criminals, right? People who commit rape, assault, etc. What they are not fine with is deporting the local construction worker, the seamstress, okay, who are in some cases here, yes, without documentation, but they work, they pay taxes, and they never get anything back for it, okay? So this is why people are protesting. This is why people are angry. They're furious. ICE is literally grabbing people off the street or at work or at school, and they're sending them off to, in some cases, places like El Salvador with no due process, zero due process. ICE are thugs. That's who they are. They're, funny enough, they're wearing the masks, they're not presenting their identifications, and they're just coming in and kidnapping and disappearing people off the street. That's what ICE is doing. Yeah, about the people who said abolish ICE, of which I was part of, okay? I was a part of those people who were saying we should abolish ICE. And of course, the freak out from the establishment liberals and obviously the Republicans, oh, how dare you, we need ICE. No, we don't. No, abolish ICE and criminally charge the people in charge of it. All right? Get rid of it. Melt ICE. Period. All right? So, that said, they're doing all this stuff and without due process, and apparently some of the arrests, immigration judges have dropped their active cases against migrants, okay, because a lot of time they'll wait outside a courtroom. Now that has a result of helping to expedite deportations. Now, she added, getting back to the Miss Latinas for Trump, she said that she stood with Florida Republican Representative María Elvira Salazar, who had also criticized Trump's actions, saying, quote, I remain clear in my position. Anyone with a pending asylum case, status adjustment petition, or similar claim deserves to go through the legal process. And this was a statement that she made on June 6th. So, that's due process, right? Everybody deserves due process. But here's the thing, though. Joe Biden was already doing everything these people said that they wanted on the border. Joe Biden was deporting people, yes, with criminal backgrounds, but also people without criminal backgrounds. He deported more people than Donald Trump did during Trump's first term. That's it. Now, I think that Joe Biden was too harsh with his immigration policies, but I don't think, and I know that, this might be a controversial statement for y'all, but I don't think Biden was doing it specifically for the sake of cruelty. It was cruel, what he was doing, absolutely, but I don't think he had that intent behind it. But I don't know. However, when it comes to Trump and Stephen Miller, I think they are definitely doing it for the cruelty. Yes, they're doing it for the cruelty, everybody. And look, they promised their racist base mass deportations because it turns out that they are also racist. I know. Shocker. This here is the thought process behind all of this. Here's Charlie Kirk and Matt Walsh. It's time to ban third world immigration, they say. Legal or illegal. Legal or illegal. We've reached our limit and have a huge cultural, educational, housing, financial, and essential services problem to fix. now because of it. No, it's because of capitalism. We need a net zero immigration moratorium with a ban on all third worlders. Unless apparently they're white. This is who they are. This is the thought process behind all of that. It wasn't just, oh, we got to stop and slow down illegal immigration, have people come in the right way. No. They don't want to. There is no right way with them. There is no right way. They just want to ban everyone from coming in. That's it. And going back to her, Garcia, she voted for that. She supported that. She voted for white supremacy and somehow is shocked that she got white supremacy. Wow. And not just her, but many of the Latino voters that couldn't bring themselves to vote for a black woman. They're all now just as equally shocked and chagrined that this is happening. Oh my God. I don't know how this could happen. Oh no. What have we done? According to a recent poll by Equus, 51% of Latinos who supported Joe Biden in 2020 and then Donald Trump in 2024 disapprove of his performance. 46% still approve, still too high. Young men, 18 to 34, and by the way, those are all Biden to Trump voters, so there you go. Young men, 18 to 34, who voted for Trump by a plus 11 margin, this is all Latinos, by the way, in 2024, 54 to 43, currently disapprove of Trump's job performance by a reverse margin, 44 to 55, or negative 11. He's underwater. And they are down on both his handling of immigration, negative 12, and the economy, negative 17. But on immigration specifically, because that's what this is about, 36% of Latinos who voted for Trump in 2024 say that he has gone too far. Among the Biden defectors, it is 64%. Among all moderate Latinos, 72%. And it's not just immigration, obviously, because that's not the only thing the Latino community cares about. No, it's the economy. It's the economy, stupid. Not you guys, but some of the pollsters and some of the right-wingers. Yes, it's the economy. Now, thanks to Donald Trump, the economy is kind of in the shitter right now. But all of this was already known. We knew this was going to happen. He said he was going to do all these things, and they still voted for him. They still supported him. They believed, they saw him lie about Haitians eating cats and dogs. He saw them lie, or they saw him lie about that, and they still voted for him. And that's it. They believed him when he said they're eating the cats and the dogs. Oh, and you know, they believed him also when he said that they're, we're giving violent, illegal immigrants in prison free sex changes. Yes, that's what we're doing. Except that that's never actually happened. The most outrageous bullshit lies they either believed or they conveniently ignored it. Oh, he's just playing around. He doesn't actually mean that stuff. Oh, no, he actually did mean it. Well, now what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Look, you got what y'all wanted, what y'all voted for. You got the day that you voted for. And everyone that you accused of having TDS, right? Trump derangement syndrome, turns out we were totally right, and you were the ones who were deranged. We were right about everything, and you were wrong. And now we all have to suffer for your stupid mistakes. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.